There we go. The late adopter. Hello everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily 11:12 a.m. on the dollar. We do show sometimes here, sometimes there, sometimes there's emergency, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's not. And as you see in the title right now, it was obvious, as Mladen will say. Guys, Bitcoin is up 3.3%, Ethereum up 4.5%, Bitcoin dominance down, Ethereum, Bitcoin up. DXY breaking down, you're gonna see, that stuff is actually happening right now. We are not quite out of the dump just yet, but it's starting to look good. It's starting to look good, stuff is looking nice, and we're gonna see how this actually plays out. This is on weekly time frame. You'll see up here that we did break last week below the support level over here at 61.4, 61.5. We broke that like towards downside up here. On the small time frames, you'll see down here that we coming down here to some kind of support. We had the second dump down here. Today we were actually down 3%, and right now we're up 3% up. So today we were down like 2.89%, and right now we are actually up. Right now we are actually up from this low 3.2%, but from all the way from the bottom week down towards downside, towards upside, we are up right now 6.3% from the week low all the way towards upside. It was even higher up here towards upside. It was 7.3% at all-time high. So we moved 7% towards upside today from the week low just today, and we are bouncing very nicely on this support level. This support level is actually on the 3-day time frame over here. It goes somewhere over here. I think my lines are a little bit off over here on this one. I think I was drawing the channel something like this over here, maybe all the way down there. There we go. I think I think this was my channel, something like that. And we coming down to this support level, and right now we are bouncing off of the support levels. So it looks nice, it looks dandy over here, but it's not quite done yet. And to get it done, I think we need to break something like this over here towards upside. I got another channel up here on the 4-hourly time frame that I've been watching, and let me see that over here how this actually looks, because this was the channel up here when we started going towards downside over here. This channel was created. You see up here we doubled the channel towards downside. We pushed up here, tried to break it, failed that, right back down on the same support level, bounced to the top, moved down to the midline right now, exploding to the top line. As you see, it's not done just yet. We still got a little bit more way to go, to get it confirmed. But as Mladen say, and I'm gonna show you what Mladen said over here, when we pump, it's going to be, it was obvious, and he's correct, because when we're going down, everybody was in major fear. You'll also see the fear and greed levels over here on the chart. Let me show you a little bit that over here right now. Right now we are at 28. We are still in fear, but this is from last year, yesterday. It was fear. It was yesterday was fear as well. Day before that was fear. So we are at these fear levels right now. At 28, 29 levels, very, very low. I don't think we're going to 10 fear levels. That's capitulation type of events. You'll see over here on the max time frame over here. This June 2022. You're not going down to back down to 10 levels. These 10 levels over here towards downside. Over here, this is like 20, 23 levels over here towards downside. We're still just hovering around 20k or something like that. 20, 25k. We had these fear levels at 20 or something like that towards downside. But right now we are at these very, very low levels, fear levels, like 20, 28, 30 levels towards downside on this dump towards downside. So we are pretty much, everybody's still pretty much in fear, and they think that there is more downside to come. I even started watching Ivan Text in a video today, and when he was making, the Bitcoin was actually down 2.8%, so it was like, there is more downside to come. But if you have been watching the, you know, emergency part 1, emergency part 2 videos that we've been doing, you know, we are strongly bullish, guys. We are strongly bullish. But the question is when. You know, it's not if, but when. When is this gonna go up, right? So the only thing that we are looking for is this for to start breaking towards upside over here. We are looking for Bitcoin dominance. So we'll see right now that Bitcoin dominance over here is again consolidating over here. We're still looking for Bitcoin dominance to do this move towards downside over here. And we said like there is a good chance if Bitcoin right now pumps to, you know, 80-90k, I can definitely see Bitcoin dominance going up, but that does not mean that, you know, altcoins are gonna go down or anything like that. Altcoins are of course gonna, you know, explode as well, but Bitcoin dominance can definitely explode over here right now. And over here it is consolidating over here, something like this. I think there goes some kind of channel over here, give or take. And we are still looking for this break towards downside for the big moves, right? But before the big moves come, we can have another one of these big moves towards upside when it comes to Bitcoin dominance. But just because Bitcoin dominance goes towards upside does not mean that everything else is going to go down. It just means that Bitcoin is going to outperform everything else. So if Bitcoin goes right now from, you know, 57k to, you know, 60, 70, 80, 90k, whatever, we might see the Bitcoin dominance going towards the upside. But when this big move starts happening at any point over here, especially if this starts right now breaking just towards downside, it's pretty much over. But it already starts, you know, it already looks good. It already, you know, seems a little bit, dominance is a little bit weak. You'll see altcoins, you know, Bitcoin is up 3%, altcoins are up 5%, 5 to 10%, something like that towards upside. So it does look very, very nice. The other thing that we are looking for is Ethereum Bitcoin chart. Ethereum Bitcoin chart still haven't broken up here outside of the channel. It is getting very, very close, still not there just yet. Still needs to break out to the channel up here to break this downtrend that's been going on since, you know, I don't know when, you know, August 2022. This is a capitulation event on Bitcoin. And then it exploded towards upside, and it's been bleeding down for a very, very long time. And every time we thought, you know, it is over, it is not over, you know. And but it is getting close. It is getting close. On the monthly time frame over here, you'll see that on the monthly time frame, you already broke a resistance level over here with this green candle towards upside. We are right now, we pulled back last month back to that support level. We managed to close above that support level. Right now we are a little bit down, but this can just be weak at the end of the day, end of the month, because there is still 23 days left. So there is that. So we're still waiting for Ethereum Bitcoin to, you know, jump towards upside. We're still waiting for Ethereum dominance to go down. We're still waiting for DXY to dump towards downside. This is my old line over here. You'll see over here that we had this very, very nice channel. We are expecting this to break down and, you know, maybe go towards upside. This did go towards upside. Actually managed to hold the support level over here. I'm just gonna remove a couple of lines. Actually managed to hold the support level over here at the bottom side. Tried to go up here, didn't even come to the midline over here. And right now we got this bearish, you know, engulfing candle. We got a doji bearish engulfing candle right back down again below the channel. I think it's pretty much over when it comes to DXY. I think DXY right now is gonna dump a lot more towards downside. The big question is how much towards downside we're gonna you know, dump over here, but it's pretty much already on the way towards downside. And for people who thinking that, you know, Bitcoin and DXY are, you know, inversely correlated, this is a very good indication. We are not really quite there just yet, because we saw that, you know, Bitcoin and DXY can go in fact in the same direction, but it will start moving towards downside. So DXY is breaking down. Ethereum Bitcoin up here is looking to break towards upside. Not quite there yet. Bitcoin dominance wants to break towards downside. Not quite there yet. It can pump, but if it starts breaking down, it's already over, right? And right now you see over here that Bitcoin is getting very, very nice support, you know, over here at these bottoms over here towards downside. One of the theory was that on the weekly time frame over here, that the liquidity area down here below the previous week is gonna happen, and we drew that liquidity area all the way down here, even though there was some kind of action over, happening over here. But you see right now that we came into the liquidity area, and we are bouncing right now, just like the last time over here when we had to get into the liquidity area. Previous liquidity area was below this previous week over here, and we actually drew something like this over here. This was the previous liquidity area, so when we are somewhere over here and we're going down, we said that there is a very good chance to get into the liquidity area. But just because the liquidity area goes all the way down to 53k, we only came to 56 and bounced off of that, right? You don't have to go all the way down there just because there is liquidity all the way to pick up all the way towards downside. And right now you can see up here again, we are almost somewhere halfway into that liquidity area, but we did pick up whatever liquidity there was to pick up. There was a lot of new long positions being made over here. A lot of people are right now turning bullish and so forth, so forth. It starts to look very, very nice and good. We're still waiting to break this towards upside. Still haven't done that, but it does look very, very nice, especially this double bottom up here. And right now this mega pump that's just happened on Bitcoin in the last 1 hour or something like that. So the last hour up here, we actually pumped a whole bunch over here, 3.5% in the last hour. We pumped towards upside. Right now we're hitting this, I mean, almost on the dollar up here. I mean, this looks like on the dollar over here. We are hitting that resistance level right now, and the question is whether we're gonna break that or not. There is this line over here that we need to get above. There is also a channel up here, give or take. Maybe it goes over here, something like this. There we go. There is the channel. So I'm looking at this bigger 4-hourly channel over here, maybe some kind of small channel over here. I'm looking to break this towards upside before we start talking about any kind of confirmation. But oftentimes the bottoms do not come at confirmation, they come at maximum fear, and we have already been there. Are we bullish, guys? I think we are very, very much bullish, guys. I think we are very, very much bullish, and it is just gonna get a lot nicer. Is the bull market done? Don't think so just yet. Yeah, we gotta see how this plays out, but we don't think the bull market is done just yet, right? There has been a lot of bearish talk. There has been a lot of doomsdayers saying this and that. It's pretty much over. Double top. Everybody's talking right now about this McDonald's stop. They're no longer calling it double top. They're calling it McDonald's stop over here at the top side, you're breaking down the trend over here. And if you look at if you just look at the McDonald's stop over here, the target is from the week high to the week low, and then doubling that towards downside up here, something like 37k or something like that. Other way to actually do that is something like this over here, and you'll see that the target is somewhere around 51k or give or take, if you take this double top as some kind of pattern. It doesn't have to do that. Bullish price action doesn't go all the way down to the targets often, and right now we are bouncing very, very nicely. The bounce is very, very nice. We gotta see how this actually starts closing, but it's already looking very, very good, guys. It's already looking very, very good. We are back in the channel. Who bought the dip when we wicked down? Yeah, who bought the dip? I know one guy who bought the dip, but I don't know about many other people who did buy dip. We just made it to work. Nice. MR on the dollar. Green is gobbling. Everything's already back. Yeah, everything's already back up. But by the way, guys, altcoins are down by a whole bunch. Literally any kind of altcoins, if you look at a weekly time frame, literally any kind of altcoins, they are down by a whole bunch. I've been looking at this price section over here. Look at this, guys, over here. This is the previous bull market. This is AVX, right? Just before the bull market, this big move, it pumped towards upside. It went down, but it went down not all the way down to the bottom over here. You'll see over here the same thing. It went over here towards upside and going down, but not all the way down towards downside. So right now we are looking for this move over here. Right now, that's gonna happen, right? On everything. This is AVX. Cardano has the same kind of pattern over here, a little bit over here, went a little bit up over here before it continues going towards upside, right? So this move towards downside was kind of expected right now in retrospect, and we are looking for this thing to bust towards upside. Altcoins are down by a bunch, guys. 70%. Some altcoins are 70-80% right now from these previous highs. Just these previous highs. We're not talking about from these highs over here. No, just from these previous highs. Some of I think Cardano was down 60% something like that, 60%, but some altcoins are down 70-80% just from this high over here. And anybody who's been hodling from these tops over here, former tops, right now is down 70-80%. A lot of weekends has sold. Anybody who wanted to sell, they already sold, because they are like, you know what, we can just wait until we are done with the dump, and then I'm gonna buy cheaper. Every time people think I'm gonna buy cheap, I'm gonna sell, sell this red candle, I will buy the next bigger red candle. That's often times some kind of bottom, right? So we're still waiting for confirmation on the bounce. We're still waiting for confirmation on the move towards upside, but it's already looking very, very good. It's not done yet. It can still go towards upside, but we are getting majorly bullish, guys. Major bullish. We have been bullish, you know, even in live stream and everything. But Fed doing dollar swaps with Bodge bearish for DXY. I don't know if it's better, you know, what's happening, but you know, we know how to read the charts, and the charts are telling us that this is extremely bearish because this rising channel, this is a falling wedge that broke towards upside, which was expected. It did go a little bit towards upside up here, and right now it's breaking again towards downside. It's pretty much given that this is gonna go down. Now, the question is not whether this is bearish or not for DXY. The question is whether DXY being bearish is good for Bitcoin or not. Crypto Face live stream is up over 200 on Bitcoin long. Yeah, that guy is insane. Account size 203. Nah, account size is 170, something like that. 173 or something like that. Sorry about that. Why account still not 2090? That really. Nah. Me buying in the week was made possible by taking profits on the way up. Important lessons learned and put into practice. Exactly. It is really hard to sell when stuff goes towards upside and when there is euphoria. It is really, really hard to buy when everybody thinks it's gonna go lower. Anybody who makes, you know, who can understand and learn that buying when there is huge fear, capitulation events, mega, you know, dumps. Anybody who understands that they are buying good stuff during the red candles is gonna make it. And everybody who can notice the euphoria, the optimism, the bullishness, when people think it's just gonna continue going towards upside, anybody who can notice that and, you know, sell when everybody's buying, they're gonna make it. So you gotta be able to sell when everybody's buying, and you gotta be able to buy when everybody's selling. You cannot be part of the crowd that thinks that you know, the same kind of way. But everybody who can manage this is gonna do well in this space, because that's pretty much how the, you know, markets work. Stuff goes down, everybody gets in fear, and then stuff goes up, everybody gets in euphoria, and then stuff goes down, everybody gets in fear, and then you know, stuff goes up and everybody gets in euphoria again, you know. So the euphoria needs to be sold, and, you know, fears needs to be bought, and whoever can manage to do that is gonna do well, right? And I mean, I do have some kind of theories, bigger, you know, time frame theories over here that are actually bearish, and why we can actually go a little bit more towards downside. But right now, they don't seem to actually be playing out just right now. Again, it is Monday. We still got 6 days left of the week. We are hitting some kind of bottoms down here, which is very, very nice. So we are still waiting for some kind of confirmation towards upside. The fact that we are bumping, you know, 3.6% today, it is very, very nice. Especially this, you know, 1 hourly candle up here is very, very nice. This double bottom up here, right now you can see actually this double bottom up here being created. For this, just for this to be confirmed, we gotta get above the resistance level over here, which we are tapping right now on the dollar over here. So we still gotta go a little bit more towards upside just to confirm this, you know, double bottom over here towards the upside. But, you know, confirmations, like, who needs confirmations? There is that local. I bought the dip finally. Very nice, Surfer's Paradise. Yo, just post my ETH plan. You did? Too many lines. Trap in the short term. Let's see up here. Copy. This is Dimut's ETH plan. But there was some trap in the short term on ETH. Long up from 3.40. Short down to 2.5. Long up to 5. Too many lines, man. Too many lines. Very hard to explain. Way too many lines. It doesn't fit on the stream. But maybe this one over here. See, this is what we like on the stream. We like nice lines, you know. Yeah, at least you got an Elliott wave up here. So from 3, you want to short this over here back down to 2.3, and then, you know, all the way up to 9. So you want to right now let it go a little maybe towards upside up here at 3. No, this 3 is still going towards the area down here at 2.3. I don't know if you're gonna get that or not, but there is that. Let's see how Ethereum is doing. Ethereum is also having this double bottom up here, trying to break it towards upside. This is 8 hourly, 4 hourly time frame, still 3 hours left. On 1 hourly, we didn't actually break the resistance level up here on the dollar up here, hitting that. but even Ethereum right now is not actually confirming just yet this double bottom. But a double bottom does look very, very nice on Ethereum. I gotta admit, like this over here, it looks very, very nice. Both closes up here are holding very, very nicely. Wicks also came to the same level. I mean, this is perfect double bottom. The only thing we need right now is, you know, breaking up here towards upside. And the target up here for these double bottoms is pretty much given up here, back side inside blue box up here 3.3, 3.4 or something like that towards the upside. So even Ethereum is actually creating these very, very nice bottoms. Some altcoins are doing better than other altcoins. Cardano is up 8.3% on the day. 8.3% on the day, all the way from the bottom down here, 14% right now from the bottom towards the upside. Let's see up here 4 hourly. Do we have double bottom over here confirmed on Cardano over here? Still not confirmed up here on the 1 hourly up here. Didn't even break it on 1 hourly. So we're gonna see how this plays out. 3% in 1 hour for Bitcoin is quite a lot. So, you know, hopefully this doesn't break down. It doesn't look like it wants to break down just yet. But this bullish move over here towards the upside up here was very, very nice. Right now consolidating up here, and there was a wick up there to the resistance level. Right now consolidating. Maybe there might be pullback up here before it breaks. Maybe it just goes towards the upside. I don't know how bullish we are just yet. But yeah, you know, overall, bigger time frames, very much bullish. Guys, it looks nice. Fear is when we buy, and the euphoria is when we sell. And right now, unfortunately, fortunately for us, it's not time to be selling. I mean, if you manage to, you know, survive the 26% dump in very short space of time, might I say, this is, you know, just, you know, 1 month, you know, this is 1 month, 1.5 month, like 1.5 month dump, 26% down to on Bitcoin. You're gonna do fine. You're gonna do fine. This pump up was with open interest going down to short squeeze. Now the long should step in. Too late for long to step in. I mean, the fear is when people buy. The fear is when you have to buy. Weekly is at 40 RSI on Bitcoin. Yeah, so we got also these in the for example, this could also be assumed to be bearish over here. There's a line down here, goes something like this, and we actually broke that towards the downside. So this uptrend up here that been going for forever towards the upside. Right now it's actually broke over here towards the downside. Now the question is whether this goes a little bit lower towards the downside or not over here, but it already broke towards the downside. So the RSI trend already over here on the weekly time frame broke towards the upside. We can still have a, you know, this moved up to a 90k or whatnot, bounce over here towards the upside. We're gonna see how this actually plays out. But the RSI trend did break down. Where is it? Over here, and right now it's sitting at 40 levels over here on the weekly time frame. We can see up here last time up here when this low was over here, and just before we did another, you know, 100% or 200% move up here towards upside, 200% move towards upside. We did it from these 40 levels all the way up to, you know, 90 RSI on the weekly. So right now we pulled back to this that level where we actually bounced last time. On the monthly time frame, we just pulling back. We got a no double top or anything like that, but it does look good. Daily time frame has crashed towards downside down here to some kind of, you know, 24 levels over here. It crashed up here again at 28 levels. Right now it's climbing towards upside over here. We are still waiting to break the trend over here, something like this. Towards upside when it comes to RSI, momentum is also, you know, weakening on the downtrend over here. So reversal, we are waiting for confirmation on the reversal. We are not waiting for anything else. Still, this is just one green candle. The day is not over yet. We just saw how, you know, on one hourly candle we pumped 3%. It just might be the case that, you know, on one hourly candle we start dumping again over here towards the downside. Again, it is not done yet. It is not done yet, so we don't have any kind of confirmation, but it does look very, very good if this can actually be able to hold. So we still need to wait a little bit more to get these confirmations and stuff like that, but mostly we are pretty much, you know, very confident that this might be the bottom. Bullish, what about Solana? Not so much. We sell resistance. I'm keeping my frank investment. Good morning. Huge loans at top literally stops the uptrend. Yeah, it might be that if they are over leveraged. I mean, it might be that, but they are short-term loans, because anybody FOMO in onto green candles, they're gonna have very, very, you know, short stop losses and stuff like that. Paulo Jenga, how you doing, man? Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this bullish stream, hit the like button on the way out. and I'll see you another time somewhere else. And again, in the wise words of Mladen, in retrospect, it was obvious that it was the bottom, but you know, it's only gonna be obvious. People are gonna say it was obvious when we are up here at, you know, 80k. Oh, this was so obvious, and you know, there is that. I turned bullish after 1 month. Weekly close below 56. Thoughts on that? We just talked about it. It's not actually the problem with the weekly close. If you go to the weekly close, the problem is the close below 61, not below 56, because this is this candle up here broke the support level at 61.5 up here. So if we can manage to do this candle up here towards upside up here, bullish engulfing candle up here above 61.5 or something like that, that is the best case scenario I can actually see right now for Bitcoin right now. So we're gonna see, but we still got like 6 days left to get back above 61.4, and right now we are doing like 3% moves in 1 hour. I think we're okay. You blush or bearish? I'm bullish as you know what, man. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you around, and you know, enjoy the day. It's nice, it's sunny, it's summer, you know. The winter will come. You will have time to be depressed and in dark, and you know, sipping your whatever you're sipping, you know, in a cold, you know, dark room, thinking about, you know, your failed investments, you know, sometime during the very, very cold winter months. But right now it's sunny, it's nice, it's, you know, enjoy the time. I miss it. Bearish CVD. People talking about these, you know, these fundamental, you know, data and stuff like that. Don't matter, man, don't matter. The lines do matter. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you around. Bye-bye.